This has to be a male. I'm gonna guess my yardage was probably about 230 yards, but I saw an E2 or E3 error. I'm certain I was recording it, but after I took the shot, the bottom right of the FLIR thermal was saying E2 or E3, so I'm gonna have to look that up. But this coyote definitely dropped on the first shot, and I'm pretty confident that's probably blood up there. This has got to be a male. Merry Christmas Eve 2019. It is literally 2 hours and 2 minutes until Christmas Day. I have been itching to burn these 140 grain Lapua Naturalis that have come all the way from the Scandinavian countries, no longer in production, and I'll give you the backstory on that later. Some of y'all have commented on how much cleaner the FLIR 736 is compared to my old Pulsar XD50A thermal. Of course, I'm going to be running this on my 6.5 Creedmoor. I don't know where all this dust got built up, but I was able to clean this thing off, and this is why this thing is kind of shining right now. I really didn't do like a thorough job. I just kind of gave it a good rub down. I'll be running my Pulsar XM30 Axiom. This is my handheld. I have not wanted to burn these bullets through a Coyote, but it's the end of the year, so if a Coyote comes out, it's definitely going to get burned through there, but I really want to get this thing through a hog. Wish me luck. Merry Christmas to you guys. I left around 10:45, putting me at the property around 11:50. Temperatures were going to be a comfortable 50 degrees. There was a 3 to 5 mile per hour south-southwest wind, a little light for my liking. Tonight being the winter solstice, the moon was going to be a dark 1%. I started scanning with my Pulsar Axiom XM30 and saw nothing but our horses in the field. As typical, there were deer roaming around. That was about it for the next hour and a half. I have a great coyote spot next to some tall evergreens when the wind gets light and swirly. I put my Primos Alpha Dog collar 75 yards to my south, facing due east, knowing coyotes like to downwind the sound. This time of year, I love using the mating set, and within 5 minutes of turning on the calls, I had two great responses, one directly southwest, the other southeast. 15 minutes into the call, I spotted a fast-moving target about 350 to 400 yards away, coming in from my southwest. I quickly got behind my FLIR 736 Thermosight Pro, kicked on my recorder. I knew it was a big coyote moving in. Most coyotes crossing into our property crawl under the fence. This big dog literally leaped over the fence line. He worked his way through the woodlot, and as soon as he stepped out into the open, I took the shot. At a distance of roughly 190 yards, the Lapua Naturalis, with the worst BC I've ever had in a 6.5 Creedmoor bullet, anchored this coyote, punching it at roughly 1,900 FPS, delivering 1,122 foot-pounds of energy into the coyote. Unfortunately, due to hardware issues that I will cover in my next video, the FLIR 736 failed to record the hunt. This big male coyote scaled in at 43 pounds. This is my biggest coyote to date. Thank you to everyone who is guessing the weight on my social media accounts. I may have one more hunting opportunity before I leave for my Colorado ski trip. Beginning in 2020, I'll be demoing the Pulsar Trail XQ38. If there are other thermal or night vision devices you'd like me to demo, head over to Night Vision Outfitters and let me know which unit you are interested in. Finally, I'll be getting behind the Sierra 150 grain SMK sent to me by Jeffrey in California. Heinrich of Ludwig Precision, who sent me the Lapua Naturalis, is sending me one of the most aggressive bullet designs I have ever seen, called the Fox Hunter. So stay tuned for my next adventure, and you have a blessed new year.